All right, this is the spot. We've been here before. Looks like somebody had some fun down there. So we are in the spot where I've taken some very special trucks to me, some trucks that I like, some trucks that are very special. This one is no different. So let's see what this one is all about here. This is a brand spanking new 2021. I do have it idling here right now because it's freezing cold. It's minus 35 Celsius outside right now. It is unbelievably cold. So if you'll notice, I'm sporting my, I think these are like 15 years old, these boots. I just don't want to get cold toes. And I got my big mitts on here too. So just trying to stay warm. So why is this truck so special? Well, it's the first W9 that I've sold into my new territory. I got a new territory about a year ago or so. And yeah, so it's kind of special that way. Met a very nice man that bought it, Delbert Peters. A big thank you to Delbert for purchasing this from me. And all the guys involved on this project, I think went above and beyond what was required. Lots of custom work done on it, stuff that I didn't even want or ask for, and it was done. So a big thank you to all the guys involved on this project. Obviously, you'll see who they are here in a moment, but let's start up at the front here, show you what we got. So it comes with the standard factory Texas style bumper. We did the factory headlights, we didn't change them out. 7 ribs across the grille with a permanently mounted bug screen. And it also has the aftermarket bug screen too. Or the bug screen mounted on the outside. It was on there, I just took it off, just to get better pictures. Now looking over the truck here, this is the standard white L0006 is the paint scheme, or the paint color rather. And we ordered it with a factory visor, and we took it off, and Shift Products put on this visor. It is a 11-inch straight across, and it is tight to the cab. It looks really nice. I really like it. Looks really sharp. We ordered it with the factory elephant ears over the air intake tube covers. And normally what we do, we order them without, and then we put the watermelons on the front. Now that obviously wouldn't look good having 3 watermelons hidden in behind there. So Shift, I asked them to figure something out for me. So Adam and David and Jason and all the guys there at Shift, Lisa and Renz and everybody, they came up with this idea to put in this strip light in behind. So it's got that nice LED strip behind this chrome panel, and that panel is bolted right to the factory mounts right there, and lights it up, a nice glow to it. So it looks really cool, and it reflects off of the strap brackets there. So it looks like it has a little LEDs there. It's kind of neat. We ordered it with the stainless closure panel. So you got the stainless down below here. And then you'll also notice the Shift under cab light there just to kind of close up that gap. And they do just such a fine job of following the lines. So just look at that. It's all bent and angled to match the factory lines. Now Rob at Big Truck Detail did a beautiful job polishing this truck up. He went above and beyond, and he actually worked with Shift, who is a supplier for Renegade polish products. I am not a polish guru. I actually have a little bit of a script here that I got from Rob. What he did is they do a sanding on all of the polished aluminum, the factory tanks, the DPF box. Normally what he does on a used truck, he'll do a 2-stage sanding on it. He'll also do a 3-stage on a show truck. He went above and beyond a 4-stage on this one, and it just pops, looks super sharp. So I'm just reading a script here, as you can see right now. Is this camera even on? Yep, it's on. So basically on the script here, first stage, he used a product purchased at our store here in Inland, of a purple cutting wheel with a brown rouge bar. And then the second stage, he used a product purchased at Shift by Renegade, consisting of an orange wheel and a yellow bar to get that deep color and shine. It just looks really sharp. The third stage, he used a white polishing wheel along with a white bar to get the show polish finish. And then the final fourth stage that he did, finished it off with Renegade's competition purple compound. That's the same white wheel that we get the sick mirror shine on it here. Just, it's like a mirror. It's unbelievable, so good. He did it on all the chrome, all the aluminum. He used a Renegade Rebel red liquid metal polish, and that's on all the stainless. So basically the exhaust shields, the air intakes and everything. So that was done. Now this was the first time Shift ever designed a stainless steel strip underneath of a 62-inch bunk. So this is a 62-inch aero cab, Aerodyne sleeper. Aero cab meaning aero cab is up, and then Aerodyne is the sleeper. This side has no emergency exit door, but we did the polished vents on both sides. We also added in these window chops, which look really sharp. And on the back side here, you can see the red hidden lights there as well, which shine off of and reflect off of the air intake, which looks really good too. Now, I was really impressed with these lights underneath the cab. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But we're going to talk a little bit about the spec of the truck here. So it's a 244-inch wheelbase. It's a truck that's going to be hauling Super B fuel tanks here in Manitoba. And so basically it's spec'd and driven to serve that market really well. We did the DEF tank on the driver's side here. It's a medium-sized DEF tank. And then here is the fuel tank with the fuel fill behind. And we have them lined up pretty dang close. We didn't request it from the factory, but they did a pretty good job of lining them up. We got a 90-gallon tank here with 7-inch straps. There is a fuel crossover line that runs all the way across underneath. And we did the Michelin XDN2 drives. It has the AG400 8-bag air ride suspension on it here. And then our shop, the guys in the back there, I forget who did it, either Gerald or Don, put on the stainless ribbed half fenders. It's got your FW31, the no lube fifth wheel. So it's got that Teflon spacer on top, so no grease goes on there. And we have the Durabrite rims all the way around. On the back here, we got the standard mud flap hanger, and there's your LED light bar on the back. Has Super 40 rear, so the Dana Spicer D40 170s with the SPL driveline. You can see that the interaxle has the slip joint covered with that rubber boot. Has drum brakes all the way around on the truck. And we have the back of sleeper lights. We got the flush mount with the rear bunk window, which looks really cool. Now, I'm calling this truck Snow White. It's for obvious reasons, because this beautiful white truck. And I just thought, you know what? We're going to be getting this truck. I envisioned taking pictures of this truck in this spot with all the snow around. Thought it'd be cool to call it Snow White. So there we go. I just named it. Whether it sticks, I don't know, but that's what it's called. This side here with the fuel tank, we have the bigger one here, 120, and then we have the emergency door here with no window in it. So just lots of white, lots of clean, just looks really sharp. Now underneath the bunk, I wanted to show you this here. You can look at these mounts. Look at what Shift did. So they designed this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'll try and show it to you. So they basically have this mount that runs all the way around and it bolts there. So you got all these bolts mounted to these bones, if you want to call them, I don't know, studs, I don't know, which gives you a clean look. You don't have to drill out the old rivets. Everything is nice and clean and just factory looking. And look at what else they did here. Look at on this side. Look at how the lines line up with the factory lines there. Just such precision. This looks really sharp. The mount on this side here is done really well too. So I was really, really impressed with how that's all set up. So good job, guys. Way to go on getting that done. We left all the factory lights on the fenders and on the cab. So those are just the standard LED lights from the factory, which looks good. Keeping it consistent. Here's what you got to do when you're speccing a truck. Square with square. There's no watermelons on the truck anywhere, so it's all square lights everywhere. It just keeps it consistent. If you're doing watermelons, you do them all. That's just how I like to do it. But let me open up the hood. It is freaking freezing. Woo! All right, so under the hood, as you would imagine, it has the Cummins X15. This is the 525 horsepower. So it's a performance series rating, 1850 torque. We put the remote lube terminal right there. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I really apologize if you can't. I just have the truck running. Remote lube terminal, boosting terminal right there. We have the Hvac fuel filter. We also have the power steering, the engine oil fill, the washer fluid up there. This is the panel that I like to make sure that we order on the trucks. That way, one, you have a spot to bolt on your lights after the fact, and two, it also gives you a spot where you're not going to see any daylight through when you're closing it all up there. So that's what we got going on there. Let's take a look around the other side. Oh, my legs are just freezing up. So on this side, we got the turbo. All the accessories are running right there. We got your alternator. And down here we have taps. So if you see down there, we have taps that are, you can shut them off so you're not running coolant or heat through your HVAC system in the summertime. So that's a little bit about that. So I'm gonna close up the hood here and finish the tour inside the cab. Okay, all right, we are inside the truck now. Let me put some lights on in here. There we go, now you can see me. Wow, it is freezing cold outside. It's freezing cold. This thing says -15, but I don't believe it. It's way colder than that. It's really cold. Anyways, enough about the weather. Let me show you inside the truck here how we set this truck up. So this is, like I say, the 62-inch sleeper on here, and we did the diamond VIT interior. So as you can see across the roof line, we did the black interior, and it's all diamond button tuck. And we have the power door locks right there. We got the window mirror controls right here. They are heated and motorized, and then your window lift controls are right there. Now over here, this is the lights on the back of the sleeper that I had on earlier in the video. And then this is your interior lights and your sleeper lights, and then engine fan. And this here adjusts the brightness or dimness of the dash here, as you can see, as I'm dropping the dimness straight down. We did the full gauges over here, standard, and then a couple extra gauges to fill up the extra holes. You can order a 1.9 meter cab with 10 additional gauges total, optional. Now those 10 would be in these two sections here, and then the 6 extra in there. This here is the navigation system, the Kenworth Nav Plus that we put in it, which comes with your CD player up here. So the CD player is not dead if you order the Nav Plus, just saying. So that's what's up there. Sirius XM, Bluetooth for your cell phone. The microphone is right up there in the corner. And then your headlights up there. As far as the lights along the bottom here, or the switches, we have your DPF regen, PTO switch, auxiliary lights for outside, air traction control, fifth wheel slider, hazards, Jake brakes, cruise control, and then your diff locks. There's the HVAC systems. So if you want to turn on the bunk heater, for example, I push that on. You hear all that loud noise. I crank the heat in the back just to turn it up. So you can only turn it off and on from inside the cab, but whatever you set it to in the bunk, you have the option to turn it off and on. So if you have it on low, you can adjust it from in the cab. So just a few things there. There is the manual shifter. It's an 18-speed manual transmission. We did carpet, black throughout. Toolbox seat for the passenger side, so there's extra storage. And we have the leather seat that I'm sitting on here. And this is the Air Cushion Premium Plus. I can quickly tell by reaching my hand down here, there are the additional lumbar supports that you get with the Air Cushion Premium Plus seat. There's my Yeti. Does not come with a Yeti mug, but I actually need a drink because I'm getting a little bit parched. All this heat blowing in here. I love stickers too. Kind of stickered this up. I've talked about it before. There's a new sticker. I got my GoPro sticker on there. I got a new GoPro for Christmas, which not really impressed with it. The Hero 9, you're letting me down. Not happy. All right, back to the truck. So this is a stock dash interior. We didn't change anything from the factory in the aftermarket section, and we just left everything the way that it comes in. We have the black dash, so as you can see right there, and that's there. Now, when you order the toolbox seat on the passenger side, you cannot get it in leather. The way to get a match is to order it in vinyl, and that's about as close a match as you can get. So that's what we got there. Now let's take a walk back into the sleeper area here, and I'll just set up my camera. So in the bunk, it's a nice and roomy bunk. This is a 62-inch Aerodyne sleeper, so you have quite a lot of extra space over top, and you get extra light in here too. Now, in the bunk, when you order the 62 diamond, you get all the diamond stitching along the back wall here, also on the roof, and but there are no cabinet shelves or doors, so everything is open, and that's the only way that it comes. It's the standard configuration. These upper shelves here are optional, so you got to make sure you spec those on if you want them. And then you have the single mattress size here, which I believe is a 32-inch mattress, if I'm not mistaken. Camera equipment, iPhones, gimbals not included. This is my camera bag. Maybe I'll do a video of what's in my bag, what equipment I use to make these videos. I don't know. Maybe you'd be interested, maybe you wouldn't. Comment below and we'll see about doing it. So that's a little bit about the bunk, not a whole lot to look at. On this side here, we do have this area where you have the heat controls. So you can adjust your temperature and how much the fan, what speed you want it to run at. So that's that. Also, it has the stowable armrest. So that just flips up out of the way so you get a little bit more space in between the seats. All right, so that's it for this week's video. A big thank you to Delbert Peters for purchasing this brand new custom ordered W900L from me. I will be featuring his trade-in. We have a W900 coming in on trade, so stick around if you are interested. Give me a call. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you would like to do that, I'd sure appreciate it if you did. Comment below. I'm going to be running some contests here in the near future. We just surpassed 30,000 subscribers not long ago here, just a couple weeks ago. And I want to do some giveaways. The only way you can get a giveaway when I do them is that you subscribe. So make sure you do that. Click the link down below. And if you want to even take it up a level, even more, you can like go to level 100, hit that bell. That way when I make a video, you get notified on your phone about when it comes out. So if you want to take it up a level. If you want to even go even further, go to my webpage, thekenworthguy.com. I have the link up here. You can customize and spec your own truck with me by filling out the form. It says build up at the top of the my webpage there, so check that out. Yeah, so that's it. That's all the ways to get a hold of me. I'm staying nice and toasty warm in this truck here. I'm gonna turn and burn, head back to the shop, and then head home for some pizza night for supper. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.